let's shift our focus a little bit to our lower bodies, okay? So what we're gonna do, still in the same position, our bottoms are on the edge of the seat, our backs are not on the back of the seat, sitting up nice and tall. We're gonna go ahead and warm up our legs by doing our leg lifts, okay? So, one leg at a time, I want you to take your legs and I want you to lift them up, and I want you to try to get your legs as parallel with the ground as possible, okay? I know a lot of times when we're just getting moving, a lot of times it's hard for us to get our legs up as much as we want, but we want to try to push ourselves just a little and get those legs out so they're nice and flat and parallel with the ground, okay? So one at a time, lifting those legs. Very good. Be very gentle whenever you're bringing your feet back down to the ground. You don't want to stump because we don't want too much pressure on our knees, okay? So very nice and easy, all right? Just a few more. Good job, and relax, okay? So next we're gonna go right into our calf raises, where we're gonna take our feet and we're gonna go up on our toes, and then we're gonna go down, okay? So up on our toes and down, good job. Up on your toes and down. Up on your toes and down, very good. Up on your toes and down. This has helped to strengthen that calf muscle in the back of our legs, okay? So up on our toes and down, up on our toes and down, and one more, up on our toes and down. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a baby step forward, and now we're gonna go back on our heels, okay? So we're gonna pull our toes back as much as we can, and down, back, and down, very good. Back, and down, back, and down, a few more, back, and down, and last one, back, and down, relax, very good. Take a deep breath. Good job, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now, next what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our leg, okay? We're gonna take our leg and we're gonna stick it out in front of us, okay? And so what we're gonna concentrate on is we're gonna move that ankle around in a circle to try to get full range of motion, okay? All the way around in a circle. Very good, nice and slow. Now, be very mindful, there's a lot of little bones, tiny bones that are in our ankles, so we don't want to injure ourselves. So we want to be mindful to take our time and move our ankles around in a circle nice and slowly, okay? And we're going to come to the center and we're going to move in the opposite direction. Very good, all the way around. And we're gonna relax, and we're gonna take our toes, we're gonna point them forward and pull them back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, and relax that leg. Very good. Deep breath. And again. Now let's do the same thing with the opposite leg, okay? So we're gonna take the opposite leg and we're gonna hold that leg out in front of us, and we're gonna take our ankle and we're gonna move our ankle around in a circle, okay? Nice and slow. Try to get that full range of motion as much as you can, all the way around. Good job, you're doing an excellent job. Very good. Moving that ankle around as much as you can. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come to the center and we're gonna go in the opposite direction, okay? All the way around, opposite direction. Doing great. And then we're gonna take those toes and we're gonna point those toes forward and back, 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 and last one, forward and back. Very good. And relax. relax. Good job. All right, so now taking a nice deep breath. Remember, don't forget your posture. I know we're working on lower body, but you always want to make sure that you're sitting up nice and tall. Remember, those shoulders are rolled back and you're nice and tall, making sure you're being mindful. Taking a nice deep breath. Good job. In through your nose and out through your mouth. All right, so now the next exercise we're gonna do is making sure that your bottoms are on the edge of the seat. We're gonna take our feet and we're gonna put our feet out in front of us, okay? So I have my toes pointed to the sky and my legs are nice and flat, okay? So be very mindful. If you feel that you're unsafe or you feel as though you're going to slide off your chair, it's okay. Sit back in your chair a little bit, okay? But we wanna try to get our legs as flat as possible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll our shoulders back, we're gonna keep our heads up, and we're gonna slide down our legs, keeping our heads and shoulders back, okay? So that means you probably only can go about a little past your knees, okay? I don't want you to bend your back at this point, so keep it up nice and tall. And I want you to take a nice deep breath. Good job. In through your nose and out through your mouths. Very good. And relax. Slide up. And now this time what I want you to do, I want you to slouch your shoulders and I want you to put your heads down. And this time I want to see if you can reach a little bit further this time, okay? So this time we're going to slide down our legs nice and slow, keeping our heads down, trying to get as far as we can. And just hold it. Good job. And back up. Nice and slow. Now remember, anytime you're going from one elevation to another, you want to make sure you're taking your time and not moving quickly. Okay? Good job. I want you to roll those shoulders back and really feel that one. And relax. Good job. Take a nice deep breath and bring those legs in. Alrighty. Everyone's doing okay? All right, we're almost done, I promise. All right? So now we're gonna work on the flexibility in our legs individually, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our leg and we're gonna stick our leg out to the side, okay? So what I want you to do, I want you to stick your leg out to the side. I want your toes to be pointed towards the sky and keeping that leg nice and flat, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take that hand on that side and we're gonna slide down our legs as far as possible and we're just gonna hold it, okay? Very good, and back up nice and slow. And make sure you concentrate on your breathing, okay? Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep that leg out and we're gonna take that same leg and that same arm, and this time we're gonna try and slide down the inside of our legs, okay? And with sliding down the inside of your legs, let your target goal be the back of your heel. So see if you can get as close as possible to your heel, okay? All the way down, and just hold it as much as you can. You should feel a different stretch whenever you're in the inside of your leg. Very good, and back up. Good job, and bring your legs in. That was good. Now, we're gonna do the exact same thing with the opposite leg, okay? So you're gonna take that opposite leg, you're gonna stick it out to the side here. You're gonna be sure that your toes are pointed towards the sky. That leg is flat as possible. And we're gonna take that hand and we're gonna slide down our leg, okay? Nice and slow. and back up. Very good, all the way up. And we're gonna do the same thing where we're gonna take that same leg and we're gonna take our hands and we're gonna try to slide down the inside of our legs, okay? And again, we wanna try to touch the back of our heel, okay? Good job, and back up. Very good. All the way up, nice and tall, and bring that leg in. Good job. Take a nice deep breath. In through your nose or out through your mouth. Now, when you're doing those leg exercises, if that bothers your lower back in any shape or form, don't go down as far, okay? Now, if you can only go halfway down your leg, that's absolutely fine. Only do what you can, all right? Now, next what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch out those really big muscles, okay? So we're gonna stretch out those hamstrings and those quadriceps, okay? So now, if you have any problems with your knees, any kind of knee replacements, hip replacement, and this is extremely discomforting for you, don't do it, okay? Only if you can, I want you to do this next exercise, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our leg and we're gonna bring our leg across the opposite leg, okay? And we're gonna take the front part of our leg here and we're gonna pull it towards our body. And we're just gonna hold it as much as we can, okay? So sitting up nice and tall, you're just gonna hold that, and you should feel that on the back side of your leg here in these hamstrings, okay? So just hold that for a few seconds. Concentrate on your breathing. Good job. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that leg and you're gonna flatten out that leg just a little bit. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our hands and we're gonna apply just a little bit of pressure, okay? Do not put a lot of pressure on that leg, but we want it whereas we just feel it just a little bit, okay? So you're just gonna hold that position. Take a nice deep breath. Very good. And then one more time, we're gonna take that leg and bring it in close to the body, okay? Now this time, when you bring it back in close to your body, it should come a little closer to your chest, okay? Hence the muscles are a little bit more stretched the second time around. Concentrate on your breathing. Good job. And relax, very good. Relax that leg, bring it down and shake it out. Very good. Now we're gonna do the same thing with the opposite leg, okay? And again, only do this if you can, all right? If it's extremely discomforting, don't worry about it. So we're gonna take that opposite leg and we're gonna bring it across and we're gonna bring that leg as close as possible to our chest, and we're just gonna hold it, concentrating on your breathing. Sitting up nice and tall. And then we're gonna take that leg, and again, we're gonna flatten it out just a little, and we're gonna take that hand, and we're gonna apply just a little bit of pressure, okay? Just to the point that you can feel it, nothing too much, okay? And so you're just gonna hold it in that position, and concentrating on your breathing. Very good. Good job. And then we're gonna take that leg and bring it back into the body, okay? And sitting up nice and tall. Again, you should feel that all in the back side of your legs here. You should feel those muscles stretching out just a little. Concentrating on your breathing. Good job. And relax. Very good, and shake those legs out. Alrighty, Now, the hard part is over. So now, what we're gonna do is just kind of revisit. You know, we're gonna go ahead, sit up nice and tall, make sure our shoulders are back, working on our posture. We're just gonna roll those shoulders back just a little bit so that we're getting all the kinks out for what we just worked on. Moving those shoulders back, getting those kinks out. Remember, big movements, okay? Working on your breathing. Now we're gonna take our heads, roll our necks around, nice and easy. Good job. All the way around. Good job. Take a nice deep breath. Now this is probably some of you all's favorite part of the class. We're gonna sit back in our chairs, okay? We're gonna sit back in our chairs, and I want you to relax. And I want you to close your eyes, or you can keep your eyes open, but we just want to focus on our breathing these last few seconds, okay? So we're going to take a deep breath. We're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouths. And again. And while you're breathing, you want to concentrate on the air that's filling your lungs and feel it as you're exhaling. I'm going to focus on slowing down that heart rate before it's time to leave. A few more in through your nose, nice long deep breaths. Out through your mouths. And one more in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good job, class. We're all done. So thank you for participating in our exercise class this morning. I hope this has helped you feel a whole lot better than what you came in here. And we hope that we'll see you again. All righty, bye-bye.